Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey was made from a fanfiction of Twilight. But does that mean fanfictions can evolve into good original stories? I don't really think so. Yes, we all know about fanfiction, and we all know how it can lead to cringe-worthy stories that aren't so well thought out. But I think people don't understand in the right context, fan fiction can be used as a sandbox or some sort of experimental playing ground for aspiring writers who are genuinely inspired by works they enjoy. And I want to use my own personal example with one of my characters, Anselm Godwin, the Cornish Owlman, for my upcoming fictional multiverse, the Vigilverse. Now, Anselm was inspired from a fan fiction concept in my head when I was around, 15 or 14. Yeah, I know, that probably sounds cringeworthy already. It was an idea of Sebastian Michaelis becoming an ascended demon. For those who don't know, it's a demon that redeems itself and becomes good, as opposed to a fallen angel. And I know the concept, for Sebastian was silly, but I never let go of the concept because the idea that's a character who's like Sebastian Michaelis, only except he's a genuinely good monster, that always fascinated me. And it involved this concept with Sebastian being originally human, who was a child sacrificed to Moloch, who turned him into a demon. And he kind of thinks the way he does is because he's been influenced by, demons of hell who are pretty much a cult. I know it sounds silly, but I didn't want to get rid of the concept and save it for a rainy day. If I never played around that concept, I would never have founded or created Anselm. And I also find it kind of shallow and dishonest to use 50 Shades of Grey to generalize all fanfiction made into original works bad. Because first of all, what was the source material did they use? And did they ever question what they did or did not like about it? No. It was inspired by Twilight, and the person who was inspired by Twilight found nothing wrong with it. In fact, she decided to take it and use it to make something worse.
Because I'm 50 shades of fucked up.
I don't give a shit!
Now, a good example of a fan fiction that could be made in a good original material is a fanfic I have read, which is a reimagining of Code Geass. Zero of the Black Crusade. The link is in the description below. It's pretty good. I mean, it's got some fan servicey moments, which really, I will admit, I rolled my eyes at, but it's really good and well thought out, and it looked like someone was trying to do something new, and it looked like it could stand on its own merits as its own original story. I really believe it could. So, what is the right context for fan fiction? Fan fiction could be used, hypothetically, as an experimental playground for people developing their own original stories by playing around with their inspirations. As Retroblasting had discussed in the Iger sanctioning, that these kinds of things take experimentation and risk, like every art and science. And if we use it the right way, fan fiction could really help us improve our writing and what we want to create. So that's why I feel like fan fiction is important and why we need to encourage it, but also give guidelines on what and advice what not to do. That was my first editorial, and I hope you all enjoyed it.